Hi, welcome to my tube, my tiniest of tubes. My name is Marge. Energetic, sensitive, Aoka empath. I just like having these talks on how I feel about things. It's been kind of a heavy day today. Woke up thinking that there is a bigger problem than there was. When I come up to things that I'm afraid of, I start thinking of all the stuff I can do to get into action because I may not be able to change the outcome. But at least I don't have to lie to myself. Telling myself everything's okay every day. Because there's a lot of days, not everything's okay. And people try so hard not to feel the pain that they feel. And you gotta feel it. Because if you ignore it, it just comes out sideways in weird places. I already went to the vet this morning, thinking, oh my God, my dog's on his last leg, literally. He's okay, you know? But now I know if something happens, I talk to a man that'll come to the house and he'll take care of him, let him go sleep at home. And I think that more people need to provide services like that. It gives people peace of mind, you know? Because it's not that people don't want to love things. Because people do have a lot of love in their heart. It's just that they don't want to lose the things that they love. Or they don't want to see... For me, I'm speaking from personal experience. It's like, I didn't want to have kids because I had such a shitty childhood that I didn't want to ruin nobody else. I didn't want nobody to end up like me. So, you know, I want to be Auntie Marge, and yesterday I made Auntie Marge status, so that's enough for me. And it doesn't have to be for everybody, just a couple people. So, when my journey began, when I left Omaha back in 2016, actually, you know, I mean, because I used to be in pet rescue, and I ended up getting all these dogs, but I also had a partner too, so I didn't know that that was going to end and that I was just going to be left with all these critters and stuff. So, and it's all right. It is my choice. It is my choice. Every single one of them is my choice. I foster failed too. I got to, but when I started to realize the direction with, because I'm a psychic intuitive, I see how things are going to go based on people's behavior. People can always change their behavior, but history's dictated that if you act a certain ways in accordance to certain ideologies, that this is how it's going to go. And I knew when I got these dogs 14 years ago, 15, I'm like, dude, I'm like doing the math in my head at age. I'm like, they're going to all go at the same time. And I try to do them the honor of letting them go on their own terms and stuff, you know, and because I had one I had to have put down, and then they had to take him to the other room because they couldn't find a vein, so they had to. So I didn't actually get to hold him. But that is just how it was supposed to be, and I can't beat myself up or nothing for it, because I don't make stuff happen, you know. So I'm going through a season of endings right now. And I know it's for the best. Because, see, we got a Pisces eclipse coming up. I got 3 planets in Pisces in my 10th house. And when you look up what the 10th house represents, I have other things that I am being called to do. For years I have been making declarations that I am sorry for my service, for what this nation has turned into, and for my part in that path. And so yesterday, I saw a really positive thing that happened. This woman on TikTok, she does videos, moments of silence for 44 moments of silence for 44 seconds for all the veterans that are killing themselves. It was 32 not too long ago, but now it's up to 44. So she had made a comment, and I had said that I was sorry for my service, and she says, why do you say that? It breaks my heart. And so I did a little.
Because of my experience in the military, I was an Air Force Ranger from the year 2000 until the year 2006. I was on the island. I was at Offutt Air Force Base when 9/11 happened. I flipped George Bush the bird as he taxied by the aid shop door. And then they also sent me to the island of Crete, March 20th, 19th. We got there the night before when we bombed Iraq. And I saw what because when I was there, they had 500 Marines.
555.
Were all big and tough when they left. And I saw what happened to them when they got back. And they're like, we didn't have to do that. It was a mess. So it's a contrived reality we live in. America's a lie.
Yep. And now everybody's... See, have you noticed it? Like, they do things. It's just like on TV. It's just like TV shows. It's no different. You got people that are saying, okay, we're going to write this script. Okay. Now, on this day, the potential for the energy is going to be like this. So we're going to make that potential higher by throwing an event out. I was listening to a dude earlier talking about the shooting yesterday. I don't keep track of that stuff. The only reason why I keep track of it is to see like what the go in with their time, and they start researching it, and then I listen to them and their interpretations of it based on their perception, not mine. And then I basically kind of see the trajectory of how things are going to go. And they just had another one. I've been around live active shootings. I mean, they had when I worked at Creighton, they had one. I just missed a dude freaking 15 seconds with my friend Sandy, you know. And we were up the stairwell, and like he came down this. It was just bizarre. So it's just because people don't have emotional control, and they don't know how to soothe themselves. So they don't know if they're excited because everybody's all fucked up, dude. Even the people that think they're not fucked up, they're all fucked up. You're on planet Earth right now. You're not having a real good time. And if you are, what the fuck is wrong with you for not helping other people? Like, I never in my whole life, never have I ever, because we've had so little in our lives, I will never comprehend how people, because they're not people, how they can have so much while so many are go without. And that's not what this nation was supposed to be. You know, I want to see fruits and vegetables everywhere. I want to see, the less reliance on corporations and governments, because they're all little circle jerks of greed. They're all just little fucking nepo nephews. You know, they got their job because of who their daddy or their uncle was. It's just terribly, terribly disingenuous, and it's very unfair, and these are the things in which we need to change. Now, when I look at people, or when I go out in the world, like, this is how I interpret what a soul is. Because this is our soul sack. We're in our body, we're in our soul sack, right? This is, we take our first breath from coming from mom's womb. I was cesarean. Took, from drinking liquid, that's why we go by maritime law, because we're little oceaners from a liquid place, right? That's why maritime law rules America. Like, why the fuck is that? You know, we don't even know what this place is, but there's things that do, but we don't get in on the secrets, right? World War III is of a spiritual variety, folks. It's for your soul. And a lot of people, money, property, and prestige is far more important to them. That's how you sell your soul. Giving up the good parts of yourself for financial, for political power gain, that is how you sell your soul, by giving up more of yourself. Going against your morals, ethics, all personal constitution, all that. Just so, okay, I have these belief systems, but I'm going to go against these because I'm going to go work with this guy so he can give me a paycheck? No. We're in the revamp. The age of America is over. I don't know what it's going to be. I know maps are changing. I've been talking about this 5 years. But now it's happened. It's happening now. It's a trip. What a wild life we live in, right? So within each and every one of our soul sacks, this is what we are. We're a spectrum. We're all just little spectrometers. And for every emotion that a human has, there's a frequency to it. And frequency matches color. Right? So you would think that, like, I talks where, like, black is the ego. But I don't think that's truth, because black is the sum of all parts. White is the absence of color. See? So when I see people in New Mexico, they sit here. Like, they're in this range, because that's all they really fucking care about is green and red chilies. They don't care about education. They don't care about not having STDs. They don't care, they don't care about, like, not driving fast and killing people in cars. They don't care about, and they don't care about people collectively as a whole. Making sure everybody is balanced and has all of what they need in their frequency. Hey, what's up, Tanya? Right? And so people are showing their true colors. The world's seeing people's true colors now. I like to sit here because I want to be balanced. I want to be balanced in my color wheel. I don't want to sit in fear, because that's where anger, that's where all of the shadow aspects, I look at that as this. Like, shadow aspects, those are all the purple, because purple's my least favorite. People can make up your own concepts, but purple's my least favorite color, and there's several reasons why. Because to me, it's like red and green mixed, and that's what the fucking government in America is trying to do. Ooh, we're gonna make things better. No, you both fuck shit up, you stupid fucking cousins. It's all of you. Y'all fucking suck dick. So, so purple, and so when people tell me, oh, their favorite color is purple, okay, that's great. Well, we're not really in alignment, so, yeah. I don't align with a whole lot of people. I want to align with people. I wish I aligned with people, but I am so too much. I feel bad about how much I am sometimes. Sometimes I worry that I make people sick, because my energy's so potent, But then I gotta remember that I'm not that powerful, and I don't have that much control. But I know that people don't like being around me. I do know that. Because if they did, they would, right? If they wanted, they would, right? I think about all the stuff that I wanted to do, so I did. And then I just wonder why other people don't want to do stuff. But it's getting really scary out there. I drove through town, went to get water, and then go to the vet, talk to people about some stuff, and like, people are just so hasty. It's very scary. And I learned how to drive in California, dude. When I was 16, so 74, 84, so 1990, I got, on my 16th birthday, I got my license. Paso Robles, California. So, I'm going to talk about some positive things that I'm seeing though, just to equal out balance it out a little bit, because I don't want to be too negative. That a lot of people are coming into their fitness, their health. Like I see a divide. Like either people are like really fucking sick, they're starting to get really sick, and transition to leave, because that's what my belief has been all the time. Because I'm like 50-50. I want to go and I want to stay. I'm like, some days I want to go and some days I want to stay. So I'm 50-50, and the universe knows that. But when people start thinking in their minds that this life is sucks and they can't do it, and it's too hard, they just want to go. And then universe is going to give you whatever circumstances to make that happen, whether it's cancer or car, whatever. It's so you got to be really careful about what you wish for. And I mean, it's like I work really hard to keep my body fit, because I honestly don't know how long it's going to last. I know I look okay, but it's my mind. There's a disconnect from my mind and my body, and like they don't work in agreement. I drop stuff all the time. Like it's just not good. And I've seen too many other stories, and I'm not trying to make it my self-proclaimed prophecy or nothing like that. I do things every day to try to keep my body in working order. And I'm not going to keep doing that, because ain't nobody's going to take care of Mama. So, I think but it's really good to see people stepping into their like they're getting bad news. Like, oh, my sugar's too high, because it's Virgo season. So it's like you got to crap or get off the pot. If you care about your life, you got to act like you care about your life and do things every day to be like, you know what, life is hard, it's freaking taxing, man. There's so many people that are going through so much worse things than me. Like, people are fucking going through it. But I've been going through it for years. Shouldn't have said but. That was the wrong word. However, so that's why, like, I can relate, because like attracts like. And it took, frequency is such a weird thing, because you have to be in alignment with people, or people are never even going to see you, right? Like, I'm not in alignment with the mainstream, the imposed reality of what America is. Yeah, I watch TV sometimes. We got Roku. Mom likes to, we watch TV. We have like 4 shows that we just watch the same shows over and over and over and over and over. Because I don't even like all the stuff that they put on it, like all the programming and stuff like that. It's like, I don't like it. It's getting people to behave and act and think in ways which take them away from the ways that they should be thinking for themselves. And I was thinking about how they perpetuate these freaking, storylines in the news and stuff like that. I'm like, it's just like on fucking Days of Our Lives. When I grew up watching Days of Our Lives, Mom watched Days of Our Lives in like the 1970s, 1980s. She stopped because those were the things that don't serve you. But it gave me pattern recognition. Like, it gave me, like, everything's great. Now, ooh, chaos, ooh. And that's what America is. It's just somebody's deciding who's going to be the boom boom. So I was listening to RP this morning. He was talking about the shooting yesterday. And he made points like, because I don't look at nothing, but other people are getting it. And I went to IT, I went to college for IT information systems in the early 2000s. So I intentionally didn't go to intelligence artificial. I didn't go that way because I didn't want to hang out and work with the people that freaking are in the. It's just bleh. It's a grown up toy. It's silly. It's nonsense, and I think, and it's given too much control and power, and there's too many. It's a misappropriation of funds. It's all these things. Getting up, bud? Want to go back there? Good boy, Honey Bear. You go get a drink? Good boy, honey. Come here, honey. Come here. Hold on. Hold on. A little drink. Here, go get a drink. Go ahead. Go get a drink. There we go. All right. Okay. I just did a disassociated state. I'm just gonna be here for a while. It's hard, man. Life is hard. It's hard to go through stuff. It's not easy. That's why I like to be there for other people, is because I know how hard it is for people to go through things by themselves. Because it's, you know, and I never really, you know, like, I gotta think, but I've never really been alone because I always had mom. You know, mom's always been here, but it just hasn't been easy. I mean, she still calls Tucker Benny every day. So, I just wanted to get on and clear my thoughts and I know it's getting crazy out there, but you gotta listen to your heart. You gotta do things to keep your mind, your body, and your spirit all aligned, you know? And freaking really be cognizant of not putting yourself in harm's way. I'm really tired of watching people freaking falling off cliffs and just, you know, they want to live that best life and they're going out in the world and then they're fucking dying. It's crazy. Like, think about what you're doing and stuff like that. Like, you don't want to hurt. Oh, that's so much better. I put an ankle brace on him and he's getting around a lot better. Good boy, Talk. Good boy, Honey Bear. Good boy. Good boy. Wow, that's great, honey. Is that what I should have done? He said, Mom, I'm fine for a while. You don't have to, Mom. I'm okay for now. Oh, bud. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. One day at a time. We just got this day to live in. Hopefully it'll get overcast and I can go take Mom for a ride. Because she hasn't been getting out. We need to wash her hair. The maintenance, we've been having plumbing problems, but the dude's on top of it, man. I can't complain. I will not complain. I mean, I know he's like a handyman. He has a lot of residential places in the local area, you know. But he, you know, like, he dug the hole one day, exposed all the pipes, came back the next day, got all the measurements last night. Went down to Santa Fe, got all the parts, dropped them off last night. He's going to come back in and do the work today. Like, you know, like, people want to do good. It's hard to do good when you don't have all the resource. And that's what makes me so mad. Because in Taos, like, there's just like all these other places, animals are a big problem. Spay, neuter, like, all the animals are just all encompassing a big problem. So, what time is it? And we don't have a pet rescue here. It's been this point of contention since I've lived here. They open it and then they close it, and it's just like, it's stupid. So what I want to see happen is I want to see people in the community that get benefits for setting up catios and stuff like that, like at their place, because they want to take care of them, right? Because I want to take care of animals. I know other people want to take care of animals, but they don't have the means. So give people. That's what I want to see on planet Earth, is give people the means to take care of things. Like, I know when I was little, Mom used to get stressed out because she didn't know what she was going to do, and then that came out on us. But she never hit. We weren't abused. See, she never did drugs. She never did alcohol. So why my brother is mad about shit that happened when he was a 5-year-old boy is just what little bitches do. So that's his shit. But because he still thinks in terms of a 5-year-old boy in a lot of ways, because he never went past that aspect, right? He got stuck. And I could see as a female, like, she was just a mother trying to take care of her kids against the whole fucking system, because my dad and his family were all assholes and had all this power and got to do all kinds of things that are against the law. Yeah, it's against the law to throw people in a Tascadero State Mental Hospital for a week just because you feel like it. You want to get your grandkids back. It's against the law to be in cahoots with doctors and have the doctors tell you. There's a HIPAA law. It says, you can't tell anything about patients. I got kidnapped from my mom because she went to a doctor's appointment and the receptionist said, "You and your brother need to wait out in the waiting room here." And I was like, "No, I go with my mom." I'm like, No, you gotta wait out here. So mom's back there having an exam. Here comes my Aunt Andrea Hessick walking in. Said, "Oh, hi, how are you?" She was so fucking phony and fake. Oh my God. And she, "Come on, your mom called. Want me to take you to go get ice cream. We'll meet up with her later." Didn't see her for 8 months. Separation anxiety? Yeah, I'm all about it. My life has been fucked. It's a fucking miracle I can still smile, And I see other people all over. It's like, no, dude, you gave up. You gave up. You gave up, 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 you sold your soul, you sold your soul. You go with the program. Sports, Hollywood, DC, religion, they're all to take your power from you so you do their stupid shit. Corporations, organizations, that's what it's all for. But now they're figuring out all the money they took, all the funds that they allocated, all the things that they said that they were going to do, they never did. New Mexico is such a fucking, like, they have so much money here, they don't even know what to do with it. But what do they do with it? They do stuff like, where is it? Good boy talk. Where am I? I think it's... What talk? I can't find it. It's all over. Whenever like Albuquerque news and stuff like that, it's all over the place. 158 million on some bullshit. And if people can't differentiate what's real and true on freaking with AI, that's like, I can't hang out with people that fucking don't think. That's why I don't have any friends. Is because, like, you think that's real? You think that's real. Like, because you see, and I don't play that way, so I'm looking for the real ones. I've been looking for the real ones for a long time. Then I hang out with people like, "Oh yeah, I'm a real one, Hey Marge, can I borrow $600 to get my license and then never get my license? Yeah, sure, okay. Like, words, and I'm a sucker. I'm the first to admit it. Because I believe people. Like, I really can't fucking tell. Because people are such good liars, and I'm a horrible liar. I have been a terrible liar since I was a little kid. That is why I just succumb to telling the truth. And decide, you know what? I can't be a fucking shyster. My fucking heart won't allow it. So I might as well be of the light. And tell the truth, even when it's painful. And yada yada yada, all that shit. And so that's the choice I made. When I got a DUI on Offutt Air Force Base back in 2001, I just got there. Fucking, I got myself in trouble. I could have gotten out of it by lying. Because I was walking around the little shop mart, on base. I made it home, and then I got the drunken hungries, and then drove back across base like a dumbass. Then I'm walking around, and I dropped something, and I picked it up. And I'm standing at the register waiting to pay, and these two guys are standing there in plain clothes, and they're like, "Did you walk here? Or did you drive here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I should have just said, but I can't even think to lie. I'm not that fat. I don't think my mind doesn't work that way. You know? Because I don't want to be one of the manipulators because there's too many of them. So I said it, they said, "No, I cannot." Maybe? I don't know. I just got a text message from somebody and I don't know who it's from. So what I did was, no, I have no idea. Wait. No. What you doing, bud? This is I'm pretty mom in the bits. Oh, so what I did is, when they called me off, they went out to my car, they wiped the sticker, they peeled the sticker off because you instantly lose your base driving privileges. And they're like, "Okay, we're going to give you a choice. You can do a breathalyzer or we can do a blood test." And I said, "I'm going to do a blood test because I did this. I was wrong. I definitely learned my lesson." Scared the hell out of me. Almost got kicked out of the military, but they sent me to Crete anyway to bomb Iraq. So I must not have been that bad because you only get the good stuff from being the picky ones, But everybody else got kicked out after me, and so that I said I did it. I said I'm going to do a blood test. I need it. I said whichever one's most accurate, and they said blood test, so that's what I get. So I think because I freaking went into it like I fought, and I still didn't get sober until 7 months after that, 8 months. 11/11 is when I got it. Fucking 11/11. I was supposed to be in a Veterans Day parade. Getting people to, "Oh, you gotta care about your vets. You gotta care about your vets. You gotta care about..." It's appeal to emotion, dude. This world is run on fallacy. Like, my whole life, my dad would tell, people would be like, "Your dad is so proud of you. He loves you so much." And I'm like, "Dude, you don't call me." I used to call him. That's when we had a relationship. And then I was like, I'll wait for him to call me. And I've been waiting about 8 years now. So, other people have choices too. It can take turns. It's just always, when I have relationships with people in my family, it's like me fucking being subservient to them. And I ain't their bitch, man. A lot of people are figuring that out. There's so many truths that are being revealed right now. And as far as anything that I see on this, it's just data collection. Can you guess who I am? No clue. Because people have area codes, but I've known that since 2000, when I was in the military and I got my first cell phone. It's like, you don't know. People move around a lot. So phone numbers don't matter. It doesn't determine where people are based on their phone number like it used to be. Now it's, Who? I don't know who this is. Do you know who you're messaging? Messaging? Celia. I don't know it's Celia. Mom's birth mother was named Chryselia. That's kind of weird. I don't think my dead grandma's texting me. If she is, what the fuck? Ooh. Celia. I don't know a Celia. Everything's weird, Todd. It's all weird, bud. It's a mind in a mood, man. So, alright, I think I've yammered on long enough. Mom's gonna be getting up soon. I'm still trying to recover from the events of this last weekend. I am grateful that they got right on it to fix the problem, you know. So that's cool. I know that things are looking up. I am just going through a season of loss right now, and but I saw it coming. No, I'm Marge. No, I'm not. Wrong number. I don't know if that's ever happened, and I've had this phone number for like 6 years. So that's weird. Life is a weird place. It's not what they tell us. It's not like we're fucking on a round ball spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, you know, going through space. It's not like that. I mean, like, what happens if you put water on a ball and you throw it? Like, doesn't it like spray? Like, I mean, I know. I like physics. I just know what a liar is, and I know that. See, because I come from the family. I come from all the stuff that like that the world embraces. Like I had a cousin who like worked at the textbooks. They wrote the textbooks. She worked at the text for like 30 years. She wrote textbooks, and they decided what went in the textbooks. And I was like 10, 11 when I met her, and that just made me think they could put fucking anything in those textbooks. I failed history in high school. Mr. Eaton. Everybody loved Mr. Eaton. I couldn't fucking stand him. I'm the one that sees the shadow aspects of all the good old boys and girls. I couldn't stand. He was so fake and so fucking phony, and everybody loved him. He's like Woody on fucking Toy Story, all tall and lanky and I just didn't. He just wasn't, you know. And he fucking failed me. He failed me. I'd repeat history. Because I would question all the stuff that I just like this. That's just because a group of people said it was that way. It don't make it true. Don't make it true. Oh, no worries. I used to give my card out a lot, but I don't even really do that anymore. And I don't even think anybody's ever called. I don't think one card I've ever given out anybody's called. I keep trying though. What would happen if I stopped? Maybe I should. Maybe I should just stop trying to make connections with other beings on this earthly plane. But that's how you create things. Because not everybody creates. They think the creator's like, oh, when people have babies. No, it's creating environments for those babies to thrive. That's what creation is. Creating places where everyone can thrive, not just a fucking group of people, and then they get to decide, well, you can come along with us. You can have all the privileges that we have, but no, you can't. And you can, but you can't, but you can't, and you can. I'm sick of all that stuff, so. Things are getting better. I'm super excited. People are stepping into their health, because it was always, they put me on the weight management program when I was in the Air Force, because I weighed more, because a muscle weighs more than fat, and I've always been more muscular. So, nope, we ain't making friends. I'm Celia from Boston. But I don't know. I'm done. That's cool. What are you doing, hon? You getting hot in your bits? Oh, and that was the premise of what the whole weight management program was, is that you exercise and get back into standards, and then you could stay in. And the premise was, if you feel better, then you're supposed to like act better because you look better. You're like supposed to perform better. So that's the idea. But as we can see, I know. I mean, most military member I was enlisted in. I mean, I think they all let themselves go because they choke on their blessings. They forget. They get people have a really weird tendency of getting whatever they need and getting like being desperate. Oh, I see it on YouTube. These van lifers, you know, they're always in a destitute way, and then they get bailed out, and then they're on top of the world until they fall down and collapse, and then they get bailed out, and then they're you know, it's just I can't get involved in other people's broke cycles. Like fix the fucking. I'm trying to fix the cycle. I'm trying so hard to fix the cycle. And now I'm coming to a place where I don't have to do things like I did it before. Because I'm not coming from a place of lack and fear. Because I don't know what I'm going to do. It has been one of the scariest things I've ever experienced to have to try and find, maintain a positive, somewhat mental balance in a society that I supported for so long while it became a lie. Like all the agencies that I called to keep me from being homeless with my mom, like nobody cared. I said, you have a job to care to help keep people like me. No, that's a misconception. Nonprofits, no, they help who they want. It's all racketeering. The NASA, it's rocketeering. Yeah. So, just getting people to believe things that aren't true. And I know what it is, because, like, I came from that environment, you know, when people are like, they talk to other people and tell other people how much they like you, but they treat you like shit. No, that's a lie. You know, and that's what, like, this administration is built up of. Let's help. As long as I've been alive and much longer, America has been, let's help them over there. We gotta fucking help them over there. We gotta go over there. We gotta help them. We gotta teach them how to be democratic and freedom and bullshit and nonsense. And they do what they want over there. I know, I saw it. I was there. There weren't a whole lot of people with me, so ain't nobody could fucking step to me and speak on that, because I actually have photographs right here of the flight line on Sudabate Greet when we bombed Iraq in 2003. But hey, they all got to fly their fucking helicopters and shit, you know, they all got hazardous duty pay, you know, like, this country's a contrived reality. I just don't know. But people are so programmed, they don't know how to fucking think for themselves in America. They know how to go to work. They know how to I go to work so I can buy season tickets to the football game. And none of that does anything for people that have somebody that they love, that they need to take care of. But society my brother still wanted me to go out and go to work. He wanted me to put mom in a home, go to work so I could save up for retirement. I'm like, dude, I said, you don't even know what the earth is going to be. Like, mom is my priority now. And you're thinking about stuff that's the program. It's appeal to emotion, to shit that don't fucking matter to you. And now it's crumbling down. America's over, dude. America's done. America ain't a fucking superpower. America's a bottom bitch. Had a good run. It perpetuated. We're the toughest, strongest, most. No. Last year, America spent $58 million on male enhancement drugs. That's a lot of unenhanced males, I'd say. That's a spiritual abnormality. That's a sickness. I guess the only time they don't need those little blue pills is when they're bombing stuff and they get all excited, like, ooh, boom, 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 fireworks, boom, boom, boom. I hate fireworks. I don't like parades. I don't like holidays. I don't like none of that stuff. None of that stuff. Yeah. And I have trust issues. That's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.